What is up? Welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Ebony, and today you are gonna get ready with me. First off, Happy New Year, and welcome back. Welcome me back. This is my first time being in front of the camera in close to a year, and I have been completely MIA for several reasons. And we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna be doing some product comparisons and stuff like that, or some new products that I'm going to be using going forward, and some catching up. We about to get ready with me because I'm headed out, and we're gonna chit chat. Okay, let's get to know each other again. Sheesh. It's been a long ass year. It really has. It's been an awakening year, an enlightening year. We've all been going through changes. I know I have personally. So, I mean, I do feel a little awkward being in front of the camera right now. I can't even front. But just give me a little bit of time. My energy, my flow will be back, and we'll be back in the game again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick little makeup with some products that I just recently bought. From Juvia's Place. Products that I've been seeing that I wanted to try, and probably products that I'm going to be using going forward, just because we're just going to not cut the cost of makeup, because I'm going to spend on makeup in general, but we're going to just see how these products work for the price, because they're really good. So prior I was using Stud by MAC brow pencil. Now I'm going to be trying today. This is dark brown. It's the same type of sculpting pencil that has a brush on one side and then the actual pencil on this side. Very thin, very precise, kind of like I like it. It's a dark brown shade. I know it looks a little light because of the light, but it's a dark brown color. So anyways, guys, what's new with y'all? For me, at least, let's talk where I'm at now versus where I was last year. Many of you, if you follow me on Instagram, know I just recently quit my job that I had for the last 12 years. I've worked for a makeup company for the last 12 years. In the last 6 years, I have been located in New York City. Okay? With that being said, I was tired. I was working so much. And I was working so much because I did acquire a second job. I got a second job, a nighttime job, and that literally just kind of took every single ounce of my time. I'm talking about no time at all to do absolutely anything. YouTube, freaking New Jack, which is all that y'all see back there. You know what I mean? It was just draining me. I was coming home from one job, sleeping for like an hour and a half, getting ready for the next job, and then coming home from that job, maybe sleeping for like 2 hours, 3 hours max, depending if I got out early enough, and then getting ready to go to work and do it all over again. It was probably definitely one day that I wasn't going to one job, but I pretty much worked 7 days a week between the two jobs. That shit was difficult. It was so taxing on my body. I thought I could do it. That was my first time ever having 2 jobs at one time. Like, I was exhausted. I was thinking like, damn, I don't know if I can do this much longer, but you know, when you making money and the money that you need to make, that you feel like you need to make, let's just say that, because we can all survive off of whatever we want to survive off of, depending on, you know, your lifestyle and stuff like that. But when I was doing that, I'm just like, you know, this is the type of money that I need to sustain my life or whatever. But it got to the point where I just felt like physically, like, if I don't stop, I'm literally going to get sick, like physically sick. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I'm not sleeping. My eating habits became completely terrible. Completely terrible. And we're going to talk about that on a whole nother video. I don't know if y'all can tell your girl face is a little fuller. Okay? Because I've literally gained 35 pounds. Yep, you heard me. 35 pounds in this whole year that I was working at that job. And like I said, that's just due to poor eating habits, eating late at night because, you know, my job at this point was overnight. And it not only that, it was like overnight eating, but junk food. We're talking vending machine shit. And of course you can make better choices, but I just didn't have no time. I was sleepy. I was always just sleepy. It got to the point where I was just like sleeping at my job, like literally going to sleep, going in my office, sleeping on my lunch break, in my car, sleeping, just trying to catch up on something. Excuse me, feeling really, really just exhausted. So yeah, I just recently quit. And that was like the best thing I ever could have did. Honestly, I chose to quit my long-term job because that job was probably bringing me the most stress. Like, it was bringing me the most everyday, like, hassle dealing with the job duties at hand, plus, you know, working my nighttime job. So I decided to quit that job because I knew that long term, if I wasn't going to quit now, I was probably never going to quit. I was going to either get fired from just not being the best employee at the time, or I was going to, I don't know, something was going to happen that wasn't going to be the best for me. So I just had to put my 2 weeks in and go. It was a hard decision because you know, I'm a creature of habit naturally. So I like things to be very much so like your safe haven, things that are normal to me. I'm used to day in, day out. It's comfortable. You are more stagnant, you know? I mean, I got into that comfort zone of doing that because it was easier for me. It felt secure at one point in time. It felt so secure. I mean, obviously for 12 years, it felt more secure. So I hustled with that idea for months. And it got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just let it go. If I don't let this go, then what am I gonna do? How am I going to release myself from this relationship that I have with this job? Because I didn't honestly see no way out of it. Like, I didn't see myself like switching to another company or anything like that. I just either leave this industry completely and be in another completely different industry, or stay at this job and just try to figure it out. Figure out your happiness if that's the case. Real quick, I like to use also a pen. I use Maxed Up pen. This is Shape and Shade Brow Tint. This has powder on one side and then the pen on this side. Only thing I don't like about this, and maybe it's just this one that I purchased, is that this one is not like producing the color quickly. Like, I'm having to go over and over and over. So Juvia's Place also has one. It's called Eye Scope Eye Shade Brow Pen, and the color that I have is ebony, so it gotta be good. I like to use a darker pen than pencil because, you know, yeah, I want my brows to be precise, but not too dark at the same time. Again, this is not a how-to, okay? Y'all should, this is just me reviewing these products now, okay? So, I'm literally just kind of going over my brow with this pen just to create a sharper image. Y'all see what's going on there? Y'all see what's going on? But yeah, so I ended up leaving, ended up sticking with my second job, my overnight job, and I am in love with my schedule. I never thought that like working overnight would benefit me, but it has in so many ways. Because you would think like, oh no, you're gonna sleep all day, but you really don't. I get home maybe, if I'm the latest I'm probably getting home is like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I start at midnight. All right, so the latest I probably get home is at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna sleep past noon, 1 o'clock, unless I'm like completely exhausted. I'm not gonna sleep over like 6 to 7 hours. And that's, like I said, 7 hours is max time. So by noon, I'm up, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do whatever I need to do. Lately, because I quit in December. Basically the whole month of December off of like responsibilities, I guess you can say. Like the shit that I had to do. Meaning like getting back to YouTube and getting back to New Jack and stuff like that. Or, you know, because I've been having an extreme amount of clothes that I've been purchasing and thrifting and finding and figuring out ways to rework and stuff like that. But it's just been piling up in my house. I just don't know. I didn't have a time that I can be able to do it. I always said, okay, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it this day. I'm gonna do it that day. I mean, that part is filled out. It's just the lighting. I'm gonna figure it out this day, that day, blah, blah, blah. And I just didn't have the time. Just simply tired as hell. But now that I do have the time, you know, I'm getting up at 12 o'clock at noon and handling business. Basically, that's what I wanted to do. I'm just not dragged out, tired and stuff like that. Now, I've completely taken what was that? A fucking salary cut. Let's say that. Okay? Completely. Like the money that I was making before compared to what I'm making now is just literally no comparison. But you learn to make a way. I'm learning to make it do what it do for now. This is not obviously like my permanent situation, but the level of freedom, the price of freedom right now is ridiculous. But also I planned and I saved and I made sure that I'm, you know, straight. Lately, I have been completely obsessed. Now, if you guys use this product, please fill me in on what y'all think about this, because I have been completely obsessed. I use this actually as my foundation, and I might use this as my foundation in this video, even though I bought this Juvia's Place foundation. But I've been using the 16-hour camo concealer from e.l.f. Okay, I have two different colors. This is deep cinnamon, and then this is rich chocolate. I've been using rich chocolate all over and deep cinnamon as my concealer. This is literally the best. The tip of this, it's a thick spongy tip, and you just get a lot out of it, and it lasts, and it's matte. This is 16 hours, like they say. It's literally one of those things. So I have been completely obsessed with this. And not only that, it's $6, okay? If you guys are familiar with MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer, which is about the same hour wear time, and it's a matte finish as well. It's like one of those long wearing concealers that don't crease, it doesn't move. I'm obsessed with that one as well. But since I've been using this one, I'm obsessed too, because this one right here it looks like it has a lip gloss. Can't even talk. It has a lip gloss wand, whereas my MAC one, which is MIA, I don't know, which is right here, it's a pump. So you gotta pump this out. I'm just basing off the quickness and convenience, because I keep this in the car. Like, if I need to put on concealer, if I don't have concealer on or whatever, I'm gonna put this bad boy on in the car, and it's just a couple swipes, whoops, and we there. I'm also gonna just put this all over my lid, because again, I'm I'm not going anywhere spectacular. I'm just heading out for a quick moment and doing a quick little eyeshadow look. Nothing crazy. Now this is giving it super dark, but it's really not, to be perfectly honest. Okay, we're gonna roll with that. Yeah, so it's been a whole month since I quit my job, and like I said, I'm in love with my schedule. I'm off on the weekends now. Lord, I haven't been off on the weekends in 12 years, okay? Unless, you know, I've requested vacation or I've requested time. But, you know, at any job, when you're in a leadership position in your business that you are responsible for, 90%, 100% of your damn business practically is on the weekend. That's where you get your heaviest traffic. You're just not able to take those time off because you have to make sure things are taken care of at work. And I accepted those responsibilities because that was my job. And what else was I gonna do? You know, you just make plans around it or anything like that. But now that I have weekends off, honey, it's on. It is on. I have already booked my first trip for the year, and I'll be taking y'all along for that vlog of a journey as well. But other than that, everything has been really, really good for me. I don't know if you guys remember me telling you last year that I was going to be moving this year out of the New York area, and I am still moving out of the New York area. It's just, I'm not putting a super time limit on myself. I'm done with like, it has to be done by this date, because the moment that it doesn't happen, who's disappointed? Me, right? So I'm just letting everything flow in the divine order that it's supposed to be flowing in, and letting it just happen. Obviously you make plans and you're planning for it to happen, but I'm not going to put like an exact date on it because I don't want, you know, hiccups to happen, and I'm just speak about it out of excitement and stuff like that, and it just doesn't happen. So this is one of the newer Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. This is called the Rebel Honey. Y'all seen her? Yo, these images are just like sickening. The Rebel Honey. It's cute. I don't know how much I paid for this. Could have been 10 bucks. I'm not sure. Is that a better view of that? All right, I'm actually only going to be using one color, which is this brown shade, and that's just on the strength that, like I said, where I'm going does not require, you know, a 2 eyeshadow look. It's just that. Okay, we just about to do my natural little brown eye that I normally do on a daily basis, which is just some brown eyeshadow all over the lid, buffed into my crease because it's easy, and I feel like it still gives an impact. Like, if you guys are not accustomed to doing like a full brown smoky like this, I highly suggest you try to do it because it's easy, especially for the girls that don't do makeup, okay? And you still want to look like you got on something for that day. Do this, okay? See, I'm just taking this and I'm just buffing this into my crease. I might add a little bit more for a little bang. They have like a pretty green one that I was thinking about getting. I mean, obviously I think I'm naturally just attracted to these type of natural colors because I wear my makeup more natural these days. So this was like, but I honestly dead ass have a palette like this already. Like, I didn't even need this one, but it was there, and I really wanted it again. It had a green one, it had a blue one, and it had like this icy blue, this gray, and the green one had like, it was like emerald colors to it. I mean, if y'all go on Juvia's Place, y'all can always go ahead and go get these palettes because they always have a damn sale going on. And I went to Ulta just shopping around. I wanted to get some hair products too, so I went to Ulta, and And I just saw these on the Humbug and I was like, freak it, I'm gonna just get it. Even though they were like maybe $3 cheaper on Juvia's Place, the actual website, but it's no problem. See what I'm saying? Just a nice little brown, nothing crazy. Not too much fallout going on. Sorry if you guys can hear that noise in the background. There's a lot of renovation being done at my apartment, so that. Buffing this all on the lid. I'm using a 224 brush, okay, from MAC. Oh, and I had bought some Real Techniques not from Ulta. I think I got these from Target. It's like a set of 5s. Some Real Techniques, yep. And I don't know. We'll get to those on a later date, but I ain't trying to hoard brushes because that's what happens. You know what I mean? You have so many damn brushes and you mess around and just have too many of the same type of brushes, and when honestly you probably use this one brush. That's me. No longer are the days I'm doing makeup on other people, so it's all about me, which ain't much going on, to be honest. Okay, so I did decide to add a little something, a little razzle dazzle to the corner of the eyes, because I wanted to see how pigmented that goldish color was, and it's pretty pigmented. It's giving me Ember Lights. If you guys know what Ember Lights is, it's giving me Ember Lights, and it's giving good Ember Lights though. I want to get crazy because my outfit really doesn't warrant crazy. It really doesn't want. It's not giving this, okay? Now, the one thing that I did like about my MAC pen, the shade pen, is that even though it had this brown powder on this side that you can kind of pump up and it'll be on this, I never use that in my brow because I don't use powder in my brow, but I would always pump this up and use it as some bottom liner to give me a little darkness. That's my easy little go-to. If I can work with like 3 products, I'm good. I'm not about to sit up here and do all this for a long period of time. See what I mean? Let me just darken me up just a little bit. And just a little bit. Again, this is Shape and Shade in the color Stud. So what I want to get into more like this year, I guess, is like, obviously I want to create more beauty and hair inspired videos, because now that I have more time, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I see myself, just doing it more. I love curling my hair. I love making sure my hair is curled. There's not a day really that goes by that I don't curl my hair or style it in some type of way. If it's like this, if it's, ponytail bound, then so be it. We ain't getting into all that, but yeah, more styling, more wig videos or weaves, bundles, whatever the case may be. That's what we're getting into this year, as well as taking y'all on vacation with me. We're going to as many places as we can get our money on, okay? That's what we're doing. Now, all of those like ads that roll up on YouTube, not YouTube, excuse me, Instagram. I'm a sucker for those, where there's like shopping for clothes, something that's on sale. I'm always buying shit off that. Always. So I ran into this ad on Instagram for this brand called Iconic London. Okay. If y'all are familiar with their products, let me know, because I'm not. But what I was interested in the most was this brush. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't even, first off, this is my first time even opening this, but this is what this brush looked like. This is their Precision Duo contouring brush. Now, contour my nose. That's just not something that I'm into. First off, that's not booger, that's just light, okay? But this precision contouring brush, this gives you the blueprint, I'm assuming, from what I saw, to help the girls do that if that's what they want to do, which I thought was freaking cool. Like, if you're a makeup artist, let's say case you're a makeup artist, right, and this is in your kit, why not have something like this that's just going to make it super easier for you, right? We're not gonna do that today, but we're gonna do that another day. We're just gonna use this brush for underneath my eyes. Oh, and it came in a like a duo set. So it came with this and a Precision Duo contour pot. Oh, a duo contour pot. What is this? All right. Well, why did I do that? So this up top is given, it's kind of creamy. Oh, you can't even really see that on me though. But I don't know if this is the cream or eyeshadow. It's like a cream shadow-ish type of thing. And then the bottom, oh, what the hell is this? This must be the contour. Oh yeah, okay. All right, I see what's going on here. So this is the contour. See what I mean? That's the cream part of it. Maybe we will do that. Maybe we will try this, but off camera, because we're not fumbling around. I don't know. Let's get this foundation on and see what happens. We'll see how we're feeling a little bit. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna play games with Juvia's Place foundation today, because I don't want to. We're gonna stick to what I've been using, which is the e.l.f. Camo 16-hour wear, and this color is Rich Chocolate, okay? I'm only gonna use a little bit because I like a little bit of foundation. I'm not into the super full coverage, but we're gonna take this all around my jawline where I have a lot of acne scarring from these masks that we've been wearing, okay? Because my face have broke out to the limit. I'm talking to the limit. I have never ever seen this many. Well, you know, some of this is moles that I have and I burned myself, and you know, I got moles that raise out of my skin. But other than that, when I was heavy like wearing my mask all the time, which I still do, but I'm talking about like being at work and having makeup on and stuff like that, it was, when I tell you, I'm having a new breakout every other day. That's what it was giving. It was giving a breakout every day, to the point where, you know, I was about to go to a dermatologist because my skin scar's bad. It's not one of those skins where I can pop a pimple and then the next day it's just gone. No, that's a lingering scar from that point on. Now, if we're going to reference a color that I am in the matte community, let's say that I am NC50. NC50 is a little warm on me, and I don't understand why, because I've been using NC50 for so long. And as of lately, it's just been one of those shades that is not working for me. It's looking super red, and that's a non-red undertone. It's an NC50. I can't go NC47 because NC47 just looks a little light. I mean, of course, we're going to color balance anything with some powder, but I just feel like, yeah, it was just too dark. So when I found this, listen, honey, I be buying this out, okay? I kind of live in a little bit of a white neighborhood, so my area is stocked with Rich Chocolate, honey. Well, they ain't Rich Chocolate unless they contour in their skin. And see how this kind of blends just perfectly? This is concealer, ladies. And it covers well. It's a full coverage. Yeah, it's full coverage. It's not even an ounce. That's why I be going through this shit like that. But whatever. It's only $6. Whew. Yeah, so your girl has more time now, and I'm loving it. So yes, my first trip is actually in 2 weeks. I just booked my plane ticket today and the hotel today, and it's in 2 weeks. I'm going to New Orleans. I haven't been to New Orleans since 2007. That's a lie. 2004, when I was 21. I went. One of my girlfriends that I grew up with in California, her family is from there, and I went to go visit her because she ended up moving back there after high school, and that was the last time I went. 2007. I mean 2004. Why I keep saying 2007? So I'm going back because I haven't been, and the food was amazing. The people were amazing. There's been so much time though. This was before Katrina. I think Katrina hit like either the next year or the year after. So I haven't been back since before Katrina. Now I'm using Deep Cinnamon as my concealer. Yeah. I have no particular way of how I put this on. You know, I just be putting this shit on and hopefully it looks good at the end of it all. I was gonna buff this in. I don't know why I'm looking at y'all, because I can't see. Let me know what concealers y'all like to use, because I'm only stuck on these two. I haven't used any other brand. I haven't used the Juvia's any other brand. I haven't used the Juvia's Place brand concealer, and everybody talks about their concealer. I feel like it's given what this e.l.f. is, meaning the size of the doe foot brush. Like every brand is doing the big doe foot brush concealers now, and it just makes it easier for application. I got something in my eye. Okay. They have a big one. Who else? Tarte has one as well. That's on the bigger side too. Now, I don't know if that makes you use more product because it's bigger, but or it just makes it easier for application. What do you guys think? Me likey. I always set my concealer, always. I ain't gonna never not use none of these, but I don't be doing the banana products because I'm just not into looking yellow in my skin. I'm just, no jaundice here, and no offense to the girls that like it, okay? So I'm gonna continue using my MAC mineralized product in dark, okay? I'm gonna use this new brush though, and I'm gonna just pat this underneath here. This is setting the girl. Juvia's Place be coming out with new shit though, like all the time. And I think the only reason why I didn't buy their lipsticks that they had, like they have these nude ones and these berries and stuff like that, because right now in the Ulta that I was in, they didn't have none of the shades out to be able to test them. Now, for obvious reasons, I would think it's because of COVID, and that's fine with me. But I mean, maybe a little swatch on the hand, you know, would have did me good. But the lipsticks was looking proper, especially online when I checked them out. And I was like, ooh, these are a vibe. Am I giving natural, or am I giving... I'm naturally oily, so I don't set my skin with no sprays, no nothing, because if my skin is going to be dewy, it's going to be dewy on its own. I'm not about to insinuate no dewy, okay? We're not about to incite no dewy on the face. This is something also too that I wanted to purchase because I've been seeing it all over the place. Is the bronze. This is called Bronzed Bronze, and it's Deep Dark by Juvia's Place as well. Can y'all see that? I'm doing. When I looked at these powders, there was. So, and these had different colors to them too. They also had like one that was dark. This one is in deep dark, but the dark one, if you guys are familiar with like MAC blushes like Raisin and Gingerly and Pinch Me, like more terracotta, like orangey type tones, that's what this was kind of like. Those, the dark was given, and I didn't want something that had like a red undertone. I definitely wanted something that was more chocolate, if anything. I know this one looks a little purpley, but if you're deeper skin than myself, this will work perfectly for you too. So I'm just gonna give myself some little shade, some color. Nothing crazy. I don't like to do too much in general, so we're just gonna warm the face up a little bit. Hit my jaw up a little bit. I'm so tempted to try to use this little brush. No. We ain't gonna do that. We not gonna do that. I'm curious though. I mean, obviously that's why I bought it, right? Another time. So I'm just gonna quickly put something on my lips, and then I'm just gonna come back. Okay guys, I am back, and this is the final look. I just took down my pin curl from my bangs, and I put on a lip gloss from Melania Cosmetics in Teen Spirit, just like a natural pink color. Oh, and I popped on some lashes too. So I mean, if you guys like this look, please do the due diligence and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll definitely come back and kick it with you guys some other time. We're going to get into some more things. This is the top of the year. This is the beginning of the year. Be patient with me. I'll be in a new space soon. Soon, who knows when, but I'll be in a new space soon, and I'll have a whole new setup. So welcome me back to YouTube. I missed it, and yeah, I'll see you guys another time.